Hi, my name is Mark Wampler. I'm the racing manager with Pocket Aces Racing, and we're here with Dermot Littlefield. He's the farm manager at Margot Farm, and we've sent all of our yearlings this year that we purchased to Margot and to Dermot for him to break, get them ready, give them all their early lessons and how to become racehorses. And we wanted to talk to Dermot today about Temple City Terror, our Temple City filly out of It Takes Two. Dermot, when Temple City Terror first came to the farm, what were your initial impressions about her physically?
She was a tall filly, she'd plenty of length and stretch to her. She stood over a nice amount of ground. She was sensible. Sometimes you get the horses that have some traces of dynaform in them, and they can just be a little bit tough or silly, but she seemed nice physical, and she seems very well minded and everything like that.
Can you talk a little bit more about her? You said she was well minded, specifically about her personality, what she's like to be around.
Yeah, she's been straightforward with the breaking. She accepted everything well. Nothing was ever a struggle or a battle with her. She's a sweet filly. You can go in around the stall and everything with her. She's straightforward. Nothing that we'd ever, we've never had a cause for concern or anything with her. She handled all her early lessons through the breaking well. She accepted it well, accepted the long reining, going through the gate, introduction of the saddle, introduction of the rider. She accepted it all well, mentally, and
Speaking of that, accepted it well. Did she get it right away, or did she have to work at it? Did she need multiple lessons in the same thing, or did she get it right away?
No, she was very smart. She was one of those fillies that we were able to do a little bit more with a little bit earlier, because she took it all so well. Normally, say the rider would have been up on them on the second day, the rider working with him, he was up on the first day and everything like that, and she accepted it all well, and it was just a pretty easy process for her.
It's late December now. It's almost the new year, 2018. She's broke. You got her going on the track at a jog, then did some easy gallops with her.
Yeah.
She is currently on a little vacation, kicked out, let her finish growing a little bit. Thinking back to the time when you did get her galloping, at an easy gallop on your track here, any thoughts, the way she moved, the way she traveled? She is by Temple City. You generally can think of that as turf through Dynafarmer. Did you see anything turf or dirt or anything like that that you saw?
When we got her up and we got her going, she didn't have to give me a feeling of you'd ride her off as a turf or a dirt horse at this early stage. She's one of those that we'll see as she progresses on what surface she might take a preference to, but I think that she could be one that you could work with on both surfaces, just based off what she's done so far. She was a nice mover, as we said earlier, she's a nice big filly, she's a tall filly, so she naturally covers a lot of ground, and sometimes with those bigger horses you just see the way they carry themselves on the track, and she carried herself well, and she was balanced, and she wasn't clumsy or anything like that. Everything was pretty straightforward with her movement.
Any interesting stories of her from her days in training?
No, to be honest with you, Mark, I think she was the easiest horse we broke this year. It was just very straightforward, very professional about the way she did everything, never batted an eyelid the whole way through, and it was just seamless. You'd barely even know you had her around the place. That's how straightforward she was.
Great. When we purchased her, I think we envisioned her as being, probably thinking towards turf, but listening to you, we don't want to write off dirt. We'll see how it goes, but definitely see her as kind of a long-legged, stretchy, rangy, two-turn route around filly. Do you agree with that from what you've seen?
Yeah, from just what we've seen of her, she's still a big frame that she's got to fill into. I think that this filly, she's just going to get better with age and with time, so she's going to be one that we're going to, watch her closely and let her tell us, if she's ready to kick on with her, if she needs a little time. I think that she's going to be a a type for maybe later in the year,
Right.
next year. You know, I don't think that we need to be doing anything too serious with her too quickly. And I think we just see how she develops physically over in the springtime,
Gotcha.
and then we just continue just to build her up through her training from there.
So most likely start her back up easy at the beginning of the year, train her for a period of time, and then reassess whether or not she might need some more time kicked out or go on with her.
Yeah, I think that's the best plan, you know, because, you know, with a filly like that, and when you're looking at her frame and how big she is and everything
Right.
like that, I think it's just one of those things. We just let her do the talking.
Right.
And we just see how she's getting along, and you know, it could benefit her, you know, getting some more education under maybe a couple of baby breezes, just help, you know, get some air in her lungs, help, you know, build
Right.
bone and do all those, get those kind of things out of the way with, get her used to being around the gate and maybe popping out of the gate a couple times. But I just don't think it's
Like you always say, let her tell us.
I think she's a filly that we don't want to be, you know, trying to push too early, because
Right.
I think, you know, with time she's going to be a nice type.
Gotcha. Well, thank you for your time, Dermot,
No problem.
and thank you.